Mrs. Butler again, ready to read chapter 16, Too Risky. When Marvin came through the front door, his mother burst into tears. "Oh, Marvin, darling, where on earth were you?" "I'm sorry, Mama," Marvin began. But before he could finish, she smothered him in a hug, covering his shell with several legs at once. His father hurried over, clearing his throat gruffly. "Marvin, you've had us worried out of our shells. Why didn't you come home yesterday? You got me in a lot of trouble with your mother. I hope you realize forever allowing you to stay behind." "We went to a museum." "A museum? What?" Mama's eyes widened. "You left the apartment? Marvin, you have no business doing human things like that. It's too dangerous. I know you want to help James, but not at the risk of losing your own life. Why, your father and Uncle Albert made trip after trip to James's room looking for you. We had no idea what had happened." "I'm sorry," Marvin said again. He explained about the drawings at the Met and the visit to Christina's office and the surprise of being knocked to the floor and left there. "Oh," cried Mama, "darling, you're lucky you are still alive. What were you doing there anyways?" Marvin sighed. So much has happened since then. How could you make his parents understand? "I'm hungry," he said. "Can we talk about it after dinner?" Mama nodded. "Oh, yes, of course. You must be starving. Here, sit down and eat something. It's been a long day for all of us." So the three Beatles gathered around the rectangular pink eraser that served as their kitchen table, and Mama heaped it with full foil platters of hearty digestibles, tiny steaming broccoli florets from the Pompidou's supper, 2 cubes of cheddar from William's lunch, crispy brown chicken skin, a lemon rind, a crushed potato chip, and a cherry lifesavers for dessert. Marvin hungrily devoured every morsel, and between mouthfuls, haltingly relayed the story of Drewer, the missing virtue drawing, his own effort to copy Fortitude, and Christina's plan to stage a theft from the museum. His parents were so astonished they stopped eating halfway through the meal and just listened. When Marvin was finished, Papa shook his head. "Wow, that was amazing. Faking the theft of their own picture, huh?" "Not the real picture, though," Marvin said. "My copy of it." Mama smiled at him. "I'm sure it was lovely, Marvin. I wish I could have seen it. But humans lead such complicated lives, don't they?" "Why would people steal something they couldn't sell or even hang on their own wall?" Marvin hesitated. She understood that somehow, maybe just to have it, because it's so beautiful. Then you could look at it whenever you wanted. "Well, I don't think it makes sense," Mama said. "And it's wrong." "Humans are masters at making their own trouble," Papa agreed. "I'm just glad that you are home safe. Marvin, it's time to put all this behind you." Marvin hesitated. "I can't, Mama." "What do you mean?" "Christina Balcony, the woman at the museum, needs James to make another copy of Fortitude, a really good one, which means he needs me." "To do another drawing?" Mama shook her head vigorously. "Darling, no. You simply can't. It's just too risky." "Your mother's right, Marvin," Papa chimed in. "The family didn't like this from the beginning. We wanted you to get rid of your drawings altogether, remember? You can't get more involved. It's dangerous for everyone." "But I'm sorry, Marvin. I know you want to help James," his mother said gently. "You tried your best, but it's time to let the humans work this out on their own. Mama, please, Marvin protested. You don't understand. James can't do the drawing himself. He's counting on me. Mama took Marvin's leg firmly and led him toward the bedroom. What I understand is that this has gone on too long. It's an elaborate deceit. That's what it is. For a good purpose or not, it's still wrong. Don't you remember the saying? Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. Marvin rolled his eyes. Mama, that's a spider saying. It applies just as well here. You're helping James to mislead people. You've been missing twice overnight under circumstances that could have gotten you badly hurt or even killed. Enough, darling. It's time for bed. I'm sure you're exhausted after your adventure at the museum. But Mama... Good night, Marvin. Sleep tight and don't let the bed bugs bite. She nestled him in his cotton ball bed, kissed his shell, and left the room. Marvin lay on his side, wide awake, staring at the wall. Today was Monday. James was supposed to return to the museum after school on Wednesday to do the new drawing. He thought of the boy hovering over the blank page with no idea what to do. How could Marvin abandon him? This was the very heart of friendship. Marvin thought, your willingness to help each other in a jam, to take a friend's problem as your very own. Marvin sighed. He had to think of something before Wednesday afternoon, or James would be in big trouble. I wonder what he's going to do. I hope you enjoyed those chapters.